She found an AirTag in her purse and began to freak out. Her mind started racing about who could have slipped it in and why they were tracking her. In a panic, she called Alex, one of her closest friends. He arrived minutes later and assured her everything was fine, quickly taking the device off her hands. He Googled how to destroy it and learned a hammer was the best option. They both went out on the porch and he crushed the AirTag, which put her mind at ease, for now. He smashed the AirTag and she felt relieved for a moment, but the worry lingered. Someone had slipped it in her purse. Someone was watching. Alex offered for her to spend the night at his place, and she agreed. She didn't want to be alone. His apartment felt unfamiliar, but safer than her own. He tossed her a blanket for the couch and disappeared into his room. She couldn't sleep. Every creak and noise made her skin crawl. She got up to use the bathroom, but as she walked down the hall, she noticed a room with a glowing red light bleeding from under the door. She pushed it open and her stomach dropped. It was her, an entire wall of photos. She found a strand of her hair taped to a mirror. A mannequin was wearing a dress that she had lost months ago. There was a wig for every hair color she had worn over the past few years. She gasped as she noticed the neatly organized AirTags. The one labeled purse was missing. She stumbled backwards in disbelief, but as she turned to leave the room,
I never lose track of what is mine.
She woke up in a chair, the ties cutting into her wrists. Her head throbbed as she looked around and remembered where she was. The door creaked open. Alex stepped in, holding a glass. He looked unconcerned, like everything was fine. He carefully tipped the water into her mouth, watching her closely. His expression shifted to something darker, more troubled. As he left, she knew she had to escape or something bad would happen. She tugged and twisted at the ties, desperate to loosen them before he returned. Meanwhile, Alex was fixating on a sharp knife resting on the countertop. His hands hovered over it, a conflicted look on his face. Finally, he picked it up with a heavy sigh, gripping it tightly. Alex returned slowly, knife shaking in his grip, tears welling in his eyes. As he placed a hand on her shoulder, something felt wrong. It was the mannequin. Suddenly, she smashed the mirror over his head. She raced toward her car, fingers trembling as she struggled to dial 911. As she drove away, he stood in the doorway with an unsettling smile on his face. She sped away, finally escaping Alex, which put her mind at ease, for now. He watched the masked man grabbing and dragging his own lifeless body across the floor. You see, he had acquired this special security camera that let him see into the future. Curious, he set it up, eager to test its abilities. But as soon as he turned on the live view, his stomach dropped. He slammed the laptop shut. His hands were shaking. That was him, dead. He took a deep breath and forced himself to watch it again. Over and over. Every time, the masked man grabbed and pulled his dead body across the floor. He scoured the internet, searching for the mask. Nothing matched. He double-checked his locks and installed more. For days, he barely slept. Every sound sent a jolt through his chest. Then, one night, a sharp crack echoed through the house. He froze. It was footsteps. He grabbed the knife and crept downstairs. In the dim light, he saw him, the masked man, holding a knife, stepping into the living room. He lunged. The struggle was quick and violent. The knife drove deep again and again until the body collapsed. He gasped for air, hands trembling. Slowly, he reached down and peeled away the mask. His own face stared back at him. His stomach churned, his vision blurred. A knock at the door. Panic surged through him. He grabbed the mask, pulling it over his own face, and without thinking, he grabbed the body and began to drag it out of the room.